What's up, everybody? Raf here with.
V.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're back. We're back. All right, we're just doing a reaction to Gamescom. It was a very crazy, crazy night. So let's see. We're just gonna go through these videos and see what's up. You excited, V? No? That's a no? Okay, cool.
Absolutely not. Yes, you know me well.
All right, but this is the first one right here. This is the first one. Very high demand game.
Oh yes, the again the McDonald's of gaming. They pumping them
Yeah,
like
Black
a
Ops,
fucking factory, huh?
Black Ops 7. All right, all right. I got a couple of information
People
about
do
this game.
enjoy their.
So I'm gonna pause
Here,
it, and we're
look
gonna.
at the woman in there.
Okay, so what do you talk about? What do you think about Call of Duty in so far? And I mean, what's been going on with Call of Duty going into this year and everything?
I mean, it's great, Call of Duty itself,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a great franchise. It's like it's like an iPhone. People like it, people buy it every year. They get their enjoyment, and there's no substance to it. It's not worth in any capacity, and not artistically, not in any way. But it's a product, I guess, and you know,
yeah,
they're doing it. They're doing it every year. I guess they said that
yeah,
following the cultural trends. They do what people like, what they want. As long as they keep them, playing their games. And
yeah.
there's nothing much to say, I guess, about that
For
in
me, I
that
heard good.
sense.
I heard good news about this one that has a four-player co-op for campaign. So as you can see on the screen right now, four players are playing the campaign basically. And then it also has PVE after the campaign is over. You go into PVE, and then they give you like all these missions in this world, and you go through it with four players, or two, three players. It don't matter. I really like that. I really like that mode. So like that's they're showing it right now. Um, and that I like. And that's a difference maker for me, and that's gonna get me to want to play this game. So I'm a little excited about it, yeah, and I'm gonna try it out. As far as Black Ops goes, I love the last one. The campaign there was pretty good, but other than that, the rest of the games were not so good, and I'm over the PvP mode. I know a lot of people love that. You love that. I'm over that. I just want to play PvE, and I want to play the campaign, and I'll play zombies. That's it. Other than that, I'm good with when it comes to Black Ops and stuff and all of that. So, and Call of Duty.
Yeah. Also, I guess I want to mention how that I guess that theme that they decided to went with there. All that crazy stuff reminds me a lot of the Spider-Man when it was released. Who was it? The Mysterio guy or whatever. How
Yeah,
how they exploring the all those nightmare stuff, the fantasy and stuff, and
yeah, yeah,
how interesting for Call of Duty to win there, considering how controversial they were for adding stuff like cartoon characters and Nicki Minaj, and now they have this whole Call of Duty where basically it's all your
yeah, yeah,
imaginative bonanza that they added. So it's almost like they're making a point that that this is where they want to go, whether you like it or not. But
yeah. But
sure,
that's
there's much
yeah.
more to unravel here. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but it's better news, because of the whole, the campaign PV, and the PVE and the zombies that they're gonna add to this. It's just gonna be a difference maker compared to like all the other campaign and whatever. Because I really don't look forward to playing this game like that really, and it's gonna be on Game Pass as well. So
yeah, I guess competitive mode,
yeah, like I'm done with it.
especially
What? I'm
considering how people getting casualized. They getting tired of a competitive play. They just
Yeah,
wanna just turn their brains out, or whatever is left to them and just slouch on the couch, especially with the Call of Duty franchise demographic. Those are usually the kinds of players that Call of Duty attract anyway. So in that sense, it's a very smart decision for them. But to say that they there's some kind of added campaign, many games have those campaigns like that, but Call of
Mhm.
Duty, well, we're known for their zombies, anyways, and that was pretty much a co-op that everyone really ever wanted. So, to adding
Yeah.
some kind of another mode for that, I'm not sure how that's gonna go.
I think the campaign, if the campaign is solid and they add more to the four player PVE, if they add that and keep track of that, we're gonna know more about this. They're gonna show more trailers and everything about Call of Duty, and I think the next couple of days. So we'll keep talking about it. But if they add more to it, I think that'll keep me entertained. And I played Black Ops 6 and finished the campaign. It was amazing. I loved it. And the zombies weren't like what I expected. You and I played a little bit of that, and it was all right. It was just not, nothing out of this world. All right, let's move on. Anything else you want to put onto that? Are you good?
Not
Okay.
Nothing new here.
All right, let's move on. So this is the announcement to I think this one's Lords of the Fallen. Yeah, Lords of the Fallen Part 2. Um your your
So the
your
part two
your
is a DLC.
your lovely Souls like. They coming out with a part 2 of the game that you were very criticized very well. Uh
Yeah, Rafi here was so excited about it, and then he never fucking played it, I think.
no, I never played that
Well,
either.
and that's well, I guess I do have something. So this is the game that exactly exemplifies what's happening with the gaming and culture, I guess, in general. That where there's a Western capitalism just borrowing
Yeah.
ideas from other places, other cultures, and just start to appropriate them based on their based on on their local values and techniques. And what we get is just a little fancy packaged shallow game that I guess do feel like something similar, but in the same sense, very shallow and only presentable in its package. And people like that, right? As I said, Rafi was very much excited and about it because he does likes to eat with his eyes, as they say, and not with
Yeah,
his
but I'm kind of like a little bit uh fatigue when it comes to Souls like games. So I finished Elden Ring. As you know, I became the Elden Lord. And I also finished Liza P, which nobody else that I know has finished Liza P. um, and after that, I was just like, okay, I gotta take a break from these Souls games. They're fun, they're good, and they show how well of a gamer I am. But they're also stressful, and I be getting nightmares and stuff, of not beating this game, not
yeah.
finishing this boss, not accomplishing it. Like I once you're in, it's like for me, you gotta finish, and that's why I don't want to start anything, and that's why I don't even want to freaking start the DLC for Liza P, because I'm like, I'm not ready for that right now. I'll get to it when I get to it.
Yeah, and considering again, yeah, right, as you said, the fatigue and how many games are coming out with in the same
Oh my god,
style
that's another
again,
thing. Yeah,
war, word on the street, this fatigue is really bad. Even if you take the fathers themselves, the From Software that started it all, kind of is getting a little old. Release just not too long ago released their multiplayer iteration of their formula, and then planning to release later, I guess, in this year the exclusive for the Switch platform, and
yeah,
also in a similar style, I suppose. And people are starting to feel like maybe it's maybe that's it. That's as far as as that genre goes. But that's the thing, when they do it, it feels right. It feels nice. But when the other people do it, it just doesn't feel right,
yeah. It's a genre
I
now.
guess.
People are gonna keep popping them out. because obviously Elden Ring is a big success. Even Nightingale, their DLC Lies of Peace, and it's a success. It's getting a sequel, um, and all the other games that we've seen in the genre that the people really play and love, like that Lord of the Rings. I mean, like Lords of the Fallen game. But yeah, let's see how that turns out. It got a sequel, so that means that means the first one did pretty good for it to spawn a sequel. So let's see.
Yeah, and speaking of its success, here is an anime based on one of the From
Yeah.
Software
This is
games,
how do
suppose.
you announce? I mean, pronounce this Shakiro, Sakuro?
S- Sekiro.
Yeah, Sakuro.
And
They're doing an
and if
anime.
yeah, and
Uh,
if anything, it seems like the anime probably is going to be made by another one of those Netflix or Crunchyroll American studios. The very much soulless style of anime, I guess, looks exactly like the recent Devil May Cry anime, which I guess looked like again the same problem with the Western
oops,
gaming.
sorry.
Looks great on surface level, but
Yeah,
we all know that there's nothing behind it. Yes,
yeah. I
but I
mean,
mean, in anime is pretty simple stuff. So as much as long as it looks good, that's all people really want it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
roughly,
I
that
already
would
talked.
roughly have
I have nothing to say about this game. I'm not. I don't trust. Hey, yeah,
exact
Crunchyroll said Crunchyroll.
exactly.
I I don't dare
Yeah.
to go into that game, and I'm not probably ever going to. I'm sorry. It's not that I'm a chicken. It's just that I'm not. Like I said, what I previously said about Souls like games. I'm good when it comes to that. I'm just gonna go back to my favorites in that. But I will try it out if someone challenges me. Of course, I'll do it because I know I can. That's why. So let's move on. All right, next thing, what they got here. Uh, oh, this is the Lego Batman. I don't know if you want to talk about it. It looks kind of good. Looks kind of good. The open world
Sure it
Batman.
is.
Yeah, my friends are excited. This is probably a good little gem to play on your Switch while on the go. That's pretty cool. You got a yeah, a lot of my friends are Batman super
You,
fans.
you
So this open
very
world thing
much
looks
a
pretty cool.
Nintendo style game.
Yes, so this
Yes.
will definitely be up there. But it's gonna be open world. It's gonna have all these. Uh, looks like from the movies, it's gonna like do a little cut of every movie that came out for Batman. So that I'm interested in. Looks really good. But other than that, I mean, you see the open world
They,
there. They're gonna do Arkham
they,
fighting. This is pretty cool right here. Little Arkham fighting.
yeah, the Lego is very much a good franchise for implementation of films like
Yeah,
that or and stuff like so. So they have their niche and good for them.
yeah,
Suppose suppose at least Nintendo will live another day having exclusives
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
But yeah, let's see if WB Games can get their act together because they've been really doing bad games. Uh, so have you ever played the what was the one with
I'm not.
Robin? No, you probably never played none of them. Uh, but let's see. Oh,
Yeah, not only games but also films too.
yeah.
Oh, this is my type of game right there.
Oh yeah, this is you. This is your market right here. I played Space Marines with you actually, and we finished it. The Space Marines 2, right? Two.
Yes.
That's part 2. So that was pretty good, very good. I wish you would come back and we play the PVE things, but you moved on. So, and I don't
Yeah,
want to play it by
it's a very
myself because
much
it's kind of one of those games you have to play with friends to have more fun.
a console game for me, and yeah, look great, play great. Thank you very much. On to the next one, I suppose. I watched my film. I enjoyed it.
So this is more of
But not,
your cup of tea. The
yeah,
whole
and this one seems to be, because again, there's a big divide in the franchise of this specific one, the Warhammer Dawn of War.
yeah
The first game in that series were considered to be a timeless classic, but then the previous games, as they usually do, get shittier and shittier until the last one, third one, which was the basically the game that put the I think actually bankrupt the studio that
Th-
made the initial ones,
this
and
is your
here
cup of tea.
and here is allegedly people making this game are the studio that made a, if I'm not mistaken, the game called Iron,
Hmm.
Iron Scrap or something like that. Also, same RTS game, but people say allegedly good, and this to me it seems like nothing too bad they showed here. Nothing like in the previous games that they showed, because previous games, the first game War very much based on a RTS, like a hardcore RTS, StarCraft style, Red Alert. But
Yeah.
the next ones they started, focusing more of a Warcraft style, where you have a specific heroes that you can control, rather the squads and the base building. So this one seems to be, well, as they say, going back to its roots, to its origins. But those are only hopes, and I guess we'll see if they truly do so, because
Yeah.
that's what people want, really.
Well, I'm a fan of Space Marines. First time I actually played a Warhammer game, so pretty good. I'm excited to see if they're gonna add more to that game, and maybe we can go back over there if it entices you. But if not, I'll probably go back by
Well,
myself. Yeah.
I will definitely not go back there. Thank you very much.
All right, we're moving on. Let's see what they got here. Okay, so Capcom has been on a roll. I'm a big fan of Resident Evil. I'm like a huge fan of Resident Evil, same as I am with Zelda. I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil, same as I am with Assassin's Creed. Um, and I'm starting to become a fan of Capcom and all their IPs because they're doing such a good job. I'm not a fan of the Monster Hunter series thing. I tried it. I did want to try this new one, but I got caught up in other games. Um, I'll probably wait for a sale and then maybe one day I'll play it. The last the
The
last one that I
backlog.
yeah the last one that I played I didn't really like so much. But let's see what they bring with this cross play and everything. It's just I mean cross whatever they're doing with Final Fantasy there. Uh, let's see what they bring. Uh, I definitely like these little things that you ride. They look pretty cool. Not a big Final Fantasy fan, but I know a lot of people that are. And that flying thing, that looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Let's see. Move on to the next one. Okay. This video is pretty long. See, this is Capcom again. I am definitely jumping into this one right here next. I've been waiting for this game. I did not play part 1, 2, and 3 back in the days. So I'm definitely going to jump into this one. I didn't know how good these games were. I was always playing Resident Evil and other games, but yeah, I'm definitely going to jump into this one. This is my cup of tea right here. Very good.
Yeah, this reminds me, again with the current trends in gaming, seems to be a very much a Souls style experience here probably is gonna be. But for me, it seems like isn't it a game like almost like a Batman style game?
Yeah, this is more. This is not a Souls like. This is more of a bad. Yeah, like
It's not a
very.
Souls like, but it definitely will be
No,
to
it's they say they
this
say
style.
they say it reminds people of like Resident Evil, but with a sword. You know. So if you play these Resident Evil games, you kind of
Yeah,
get
like
see like
like this scene right here,
yeah
like a
that this
Batman
this
scene
is epic
basically.
right here. This scene is epic right there. So you see how you like yeah it definitely gives you me that Resident Evil vibe, but with swords and stuff and all that. And yeah, it does give me this whole Dark Souls fighting
Here,
bosses
yeah,
thing. But the thing is that every game is doing this now. I was talking to you about that. All the games are doing bosses um like Souls like games. They're all doing. Oh, it's 2026, so I'm gonna
yep.
get that. I'm definitely getting that day one. Um, yeah, and then everybody's doing that with the whole with the big boss fights. That's why I didn't like Black Myth Wukong so much. I was like, no, I'm not gonna keep doing this. Like, but these boss
Oh,
fights, they're epic, and if you can implement those boss fights into your game, that's not a Souls like, you probably have something because that's one of the best things when it comes to Souls like games, the boss fights. Um, but I would definitely stay away from Souls games. This game though, I'm in. I'm in day one, so I'm very excited.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm sure you're gonna find yourself so happily to realize how close it is to a current Souls-like games.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
because
that,
that's
that's
that's the
I'm not.
trend. Like we said, we talked about that. That's a trend.
That's the trend.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what they're gonna. Oh, Fallout TV show. I'm a big fan. You're not, but because you don't watch TV, right, V?
Yeah, fun. Yeah,
This and this
yeah.
one up.
The Fallout show and
It looks pretty good, bro.
yeah,
The first season was amazing, and now they're going to Vegas and stuff. So and they're gonna go into that Fallout New Vegas best game you love, you know. So they're gonna do that story mode. I mean that storyline. So let's see if it does anything. If it does even better. But it got a lot of awards and definitely got a second season. So they're doing good. And your favorite people, Bethesda.
yeah. The Fallout franchise, especially in the Philippines right now, it's almost like a gateway to just all the laymen and all the normie people, you know, who don't have any idea about games in general. Everyone seems to enjoying this little introduction, I guess, to the series. But you know,
Yeah, a lot of people
and
are into it.
the ironically, it follows the modern style Bethesda. You know,
Yeah.
how do you put it? Ideas rather than old ones, and we all know that modern Bethesda and the way they they took a Fallout franchise basically can be considered as a treason, really. But hey, as long as as long as it as long as those numbers go up in those financial departments of Bethesda, nothing really matters. This is a I want to say great example of how something beloved is taken and commoditized, and you know basically sold for a pretty penny. And this show is exactly that.
Well,
With that said,
for me, it looks great. I'm super excited and I can't wait. So we'll see when we see it. All right, let's move on to the
prove
next thing
my
because
point
I
exactly.
Indiana Jones, baby. I told you to try this shit. Man, it's really good. It's really good. It's got a DLC coming right now from Machine Games. Uh, yeah, I know you don't like Bethesda, but they didn't really make the game. They just promote it or whatever. But the game it's always awesome, man. Even
They
though I don't like the
they
first
published it.
person, yeah, they published it. Even though I don't like the first person, that, but and everybody wanted the third person view. It was very controversial when it came to that. People were like, "What is this?" Everybody wanted the third person. They wanted to see him. They wanted to explore the game with him. But since this studio right here, Machine Games, does the first person view so well, I just gave them my trust, and I was right. It was amazing. It was an amazing game, amazing experience. I didn't even use the gun like that, man. I was using the whip. I was doing all this stealth. It was awesome, man. It was awesome. I give it a 9 out of 10. The only thing that I take away from it would be like
Yeah,
the first person, third person view. That I would have wanted it to be both, But other than that, it's fine. It was an amazing game. The puzzles were
and that's
amazing
a
too.
very bad idea. But despite that, despite how I hate games, I really enjoy what they did here. Even though haven't I don't think I have seen any gameplay. Haven't played the game itself, but from what I've seen, from the all those little clips, it's a great game, and I'm happy that it exists because there's nothing too affronting, no subliminal messaging, none of that, slop modern trash, trend chasing, money
Yeah,
farming
it did really
bullshit.
good.
Just
It
a
felt
great
like
fun game.
it actually doesn't. One of the things is coming December. Oh yeah, it's just right around the corner. The DLC. Um, it did feel like an old school game. That I gotta tell you. It felt like an old school PS2, PS3 game. That gave me that vibe. So I'm very
And it
excited for
looks
it.
like that.
Yeah, and it looks like that too. So I'm very excited. And I didn't play the Wolfenstein, so it looks coming to the Switch as well. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Let's see what's up. This looks like this looks like pretty good too, but also first person. My cup of tea when it comes to zombies and everything. So John Carpenter, I'm a fan of his movies, so this looks pretty cool. This zombie first person shooter type of thing. I think it's like a Back for Blood,
And
you
good.
know. So
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you. Looks like an absolute disaster, you know. And yeah,
you haven't
exactly.
seen it yet.
Looks
Look
like
at it.
exactly like back. You know, look,
Back for
I've
Blood.
seen it all. It looks like a Back for Blood. Yeah, and what is that game known for? For being absolutely
It wasn't
well,
bad
sh
compared
absolutely
to
shallow. You know, it just
Live for Dead. Live for Dead, right? Was it? Yeah, that's what they're doing. This is a genre now. This is
yes
a
for
genre.
how
Live.
hyped they.
Everybody wants to come out with their own Live for Dead. So that's what's happening with this. Everybody's trying to come out with their own, and because
This is
people love Left 4 Dead so
this
much, you know. So it spawned its own genre, like zombies, first person shooter type of
it
deal. So
didn't
yeah, I'm
it,
excited. I'll
it
try
didn't
this.
spawn its own genre. Well,
Yeah,
but what they did do try is clearly our favorite term, live service.
yeah,
This is what this game is gonna be, and
yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited for this game only for it to see hit the ground as hard as possible. Yes.
yeah.